Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Graham in the kitchen again. We have a fun project set up for today. Actually, I have about 3 little mini projects I want to show you. So to represent Flag Day is Sunday, June 14th. And I just want to do a fun little quick and easy flag that you can make at home. And then I'll show you how to make a little wreath. And then we're going to end the session with something sweet. So I'm going to start off today by making a flag. And I started out by having my son do his little handprint right up here in the corner of a white piece of paper. And all we used for that was some blue paint. I painted his hand just like this. He did his handprint, pressed it down, and he went off to wash his hands. So after you have the handprint dried, then you're going to just take some red paper, and if your paper is horizontal this way, then you're going to cut off strips. Okay, to represent the colonies, you should have 13 colonies to represent the flag. And we have 7 that are going to be reds. And then we don't even have to cut white strips. You can just use the back of the paper to represent the white. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And you want to start at the top. So as you cut off your strips, when you get up here, you want a nice straight line going down to this edge for the represent where the stars usually are. And all I did was I took my scissors and I just snipped it there, and then I made 4 the same size. Okay, so I'm going to start by putting my glue on up at the top row. We'll start there first, and then we're going to work our way down. And you don't need a lot of glue. I'm just doing one little line of glue just like that. I'm putting up here. You want to make sure it starts at the very top because the first stripe should be red. And I'm just going to continue going down. So you just want to kind of leave them evenly spaced apart because you want to have everything fit. And it's actually a good idea if you lay everything down first like this and then turn over each piece as you go. And then you're going to be guaranteed to make sure that everything fits. So this is in place. Then I'm going to do this one. So this last piece, or the short one, should line up near the bottom of your handprint. Now if you have a large hand, you will want to use the 12 by 18 paper. This is just a 9 by 12, so if you have a smaller hand, my son is in kindergarten, so that works well for him. And I'm just putting this here. And one little row there. Now the last piece you want to fit straight on the bottom. You want it to touch the bottom. So you start with red and you end with red. So I'm just going like this, right to the bottom edge. And there is my flag. So if you want to, you could put a little hole here and a little hole here. You could put a piece of yarn on it if you want to hang it up. That's probably what I will be doing later, but I want to let everything dry a little bit because my handprint is still wet. I recommend that you let your handprint dry first and then go ahead and attach your stripes. Okay, so there's our little American flag. And then the next project we're going to do is we're also going to use red, white, and blue paper. Okay, we're just using this again. And this time I'm going to make a star. And I want to start off with a blue star. So if you have a cookie cutter or a star tracer, you can do that. Otherwise, you can just draw a star like you normally would. And you can just cut that out. And when you go to cut it out, you'll turn it over so you won't see the lines of the pencil. And I'm just taking my time. I'm going to very carefully cut it out. Okay, so the lines are on this side, and I don't want to see the lines. I want to use this side. Now I want my next color to be white. So I'm actually going to glue this on, and I'm just going to go like this. And I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to draw about the width of your finger all the way around the edge. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut this one out. Now if you have several pieces of paper together, if you keep a bunch together, you can just cut out a whole bunch at the same time. They'll make it a lot faster. I'm just showing you how to do one star. I already pre-cut some to save time. And okay, so there's my star here, and I had a piece of paper underneath it because it was folded in half, so I could use that for another one later on. And then my next one is going to be red. So I'm going to come over away from the edge a little bit because you need to leave a fingerprint or like a width of your finger apart. And I'm just going to go ahead and very carefully trace this. And I'm doing it so I have red, white, and blue. So I'll have the colors of my flag. Now, I'm just going to go ahead. I got the glue out. I'm ready to go. So I'm just going to leave it glued on. Just want to press it down for a few seconds. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it in place. And then I'm just going to very carefully cut this out. Now at this point, you want to make probably between 8 and 10. And you can see that I went ahead and I have a bunch I made already up, okay? And to make the design on the edge, I just used some glitter glue. If you have some glue and glitter, you can put some on. You don't have to, but all I did was I just made a zigzag line going all the way around. If you just want to paint the glitter on and do the whole thing in glitter, that's fine, okay? So when I'm done, I have a whole bunch that looks like this. I also took some blue glitter glue and I just painted the inside of the star. On this one, I just took and I made a little swirl. Okay, so I have a whole bunch here that I already have made. I let them dry. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue them onto the back of a paper plate. Okay, so this is going to be the form for my wreath. So I'm making a little star wreath using the colors of the flag, and I'm using just the back of a paper plate. This paper plate, I cut the circle out, okay, and then I'm just going to take my hot glue gun and glue these on. If you don't have you don't need a hot glue gun to do this project. I'm using it just for to make it go a little quicker while I'm trying to do this for you to see. But at home, if you have just a dot of glue, you can just put dots of glue all the way around the edge and let it set for a little bit, and then it'll be good to go. Okay, so I have my glue gun ready, and I'm just putting just a little dab on the back. And I'm going to hold it down here so you can see. And I'm just going to go around. So I don't think it matters. You can put the glue on the star or right directly onto the surface. Now I kind of want it to overlap a little bit, so I'm going to kind of put some glue on as I go. And I'm just holding in place a little bit. Now this is a large paper plate, so I use some bigger stars. If you're using the smaller white paper plates, you can use, you may want to make these just a little bit smaller. So it just depends on what size plates you have or want to use. And I'm going to add another one here. And the glue runs out super fast, so here's another glue stick. And I'll put one up here. Okay, so right now, this is what my wreath looks like. And then I'm going to go ahead and I just have a little bow that I made. This is actually some Christmas ribbon I had that had a star on it, but I thought it would go along well with my red, white, and blue theme. And then I just have some curly ribbon that I tied onto the back. So you can either tie it on or hot glue it on, depending on what works best for you. And I'm just putting it up at the top. And when I hold it up, I have a cute little design for my door. Okay, so there's my little star wreath. And then I have a little extra one. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next for fun. And this is a sweet little treat. I'll hang these up. Okay, so to celebrate the 4th, we got to have some cupcakes. Now the reason I'm showing you cupcakes is because not only is June 14th Flag Day, it's also National Cupcake Day. So I thought, what better way to celebrate than to combine the two? And you can see here, I have some cupcakes, and I'll show you what we did to do for some decorations. So I just made a regular mix. You can use whatever flavor is your favorite. Right now in the stores they have Funfetti, so you can buy the Funfetti that already has the blue and the red and the white sprinkles. And I had, this is a big piece of bubble gum on top, but it, you know, the red goes along with the theme. And you can just do some sprinkles with a big red gumdrop. And these are some gummy bears that are blue and red, so you can decorate with those. And then I have some candy here that happens to be wrapped in red, white, and blue. So we got some coconut with Russell Stover's that's in a white and blue packaging. We have some nice little cookies and cream Hershey Kisses that's in blue packaging, and then my favorite Kit Kat. Now, so I don't have a lot of these, but I want to show you because this would also be cute. These are just the red and white mints, the puff mints, and they work well for this too. And all I'm doing is I'm just taking a jar. I put a little ribbon on the outside. You can just fill the jar. Just fill it with random colors to represent the colors of the flag, red, white, and blue. And you can fill up as much as you want. And like I said, if you had a whole bunch of the red, white, or the red and white puff mints, these will look great in here too. I was trying to find some candy that had wrappers on it because a lot of people don't want candy that's not wrapped up right now because of the virus. So I found some that you could easily use. This works great for just party favors, decorations. If you're having a birthday party, even or 4th of July party, this would work well too. So after I have this, then you can just take one of your cupcakes, and the cupcake fits right in the top. And I have a little star decoration, and I'm just going to pop this in, and you can put this in the bag. If you want to, you could cut this off and put it right in the middle of the cupcake, but if you want to reuse this or use it as a wand, this is a fun and easy way to do that too. Okay, so there's my cupcake decorations. All right, so I want to say have a happy Flag Day. These are some cute little ideas you could do. So for today, we have our wreath, our flag, and some beautiful cupcakes to celebrate. So thank you and have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you have a chance to make one of these projects or at least eat a cupcake. Thanks. Bye.